from the mid-40s to lower 50s. West winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. And on Thursday...
And also,
mostly
I got that one on as well. Yeah, static.
upper 70s inland.
So as soon as this one goes off, I'm going to be looking over here. This one's not on radio mode. It's going to immediately switch.
Thursday night, partly cloudy. Upper 40s to mid-50s. West winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. For Friday, partly cloudy in the morning, then becoming mostly sunny. Highs in the mid-60s at the coast to the upper 70s inland. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, increasing to 10 to 20 miles per hour.
No, I have to wait for 10 minutes. Hold on.
Mostly clear until midnight, then becoming
I started a bit early,
lows from the upper
but I
40s
know
to
that
mid-50s.
it's going to be a while since this will go off.
In the
So,
morning, then becoming partly cloudy.
I'm going to turn that off for now. Alright. Okay, let's see if we can try to get this to hold on at least. Phone at least. Just gonna make sure the signal's good. Yeah, the signal's good. Because this will time out anyways. I hate how it doesn't like to stay up. It doesn't stay up. Hold on. Oh. There we go. That's not going to knock over. That's going to take a while to do it. No, take a while to do it. It's going to take a while. But right now, I can show you the functions of this. So right now I have the privacy code of my walkie-talkie set to 1. In fact, I can go ahead and set this to 0. The only problem with setting it to 0 is that, no, I don't want that. The problem with setting this to 0 is that you could be receiving signals from other walkie-talkies that may not have the privacy code. I tried everything to get this to not be matched. So if I raise this up, now it doesn't seem to do anything. You can still get radio signals from these channels here. So the privacy channel is there for a reason. So I'm going to go ahead and set this back to 1. I'm going to press that to confirm. Oh! I actually saw my old one. But this button here, by the way, is the ringtone. It's actually sounding on my other one as well. Okay, and this is volume as well. Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh, there goes my phone. And I knocked that over. Sorry if you heard that. That was my roommate, by the way. So, okay, that's holding in there. For now, I'm still going through the functions of this. So this here is the vibration thing. Oh, my camera lost focus. So there's a ringtone here. Let's actually get the backlight on. It's real bright on this one as well as on the other one as well. So if I go ahead and press the ringtone on the other one, this starts to vibrate. So starts to vibrate as well. So this button is the backlight button right here, as you can tell. So, and you're probably wondering what battery this runs off. I need to actually get this to open it up. I have to take that off so I can take off the cover. It's one of these unscrew things because this is the waterproof version, the H2O version, the T600 if I remember. Now, one thing is this cannot run without its battery inside. So yeah, that's one thing. It's not gonna run by itself without the battery. So almost. Where did I just put that? There it is. Okay, that's gone. So since this is waterproof, there will be a gasket in here. Where's yarn? Really? That's kind of inappropriate there. I'm gonna have to remove that. So please do not try to make it inappropriate. So this is the battery right here. So this is a nickel metal hydride battery. Which my camera will actually autofocus, but it doesn't. This is a nickel metal hydride battery pack here. So as soon as I take this out, watch the screen. If I can get it out. Oh, probably seen. Wait, what the? It's running, even without the battery inserted.
Increasing to 10 to
I was not expecting that, because without the battery you can't even turn it on. I was not expecting that. I honestly thought that I would just cut out instantly. I did not expect that. So come on. So it was a little bit difficult using coin to unscrew it, but it's, I think this is how it actually was meant to be designed, where we could use like a coin to do it. And yes, this can technically take standard nickel metal hydride batteries, not the proprietary movable ones. But I'm using the one that came with it as well, anyways, because I could just recharge it. Can you stop sending that type of message there and removing it again, please? Please do not do that, okay? Oh, and you just realized the ribbon's off. Not you, Donald, the other person. The other person who just... Yeah, it's the other person. Oh, hello, people. Let's see if we can get this back in. Almost. Yeah, I saw you. You said hi. Okay. There we go. Oh, and I knocked my phone down again. I'm unscrewing that. I need to unscrew this one so I can actually gain access. Because this one's really off, so let's see. Perfect. Alright. I'm just gonna screw that back in. It's kind of difficult to do it because it's, yeah. I honestly expected that when I take the battery out while it's plugged in, that the walkie-talkie wouldn't be able to stay on, but I did not expect that. I actually did not expect that, and yet it thought the battery was still charged, which is kind of interesting. Oh. The ringtone's not working. Hold up. Did I turn it off? Did I turn off the audio? No, I heard the pop sound. There we go. And there goes my other walkie-talkie. Oh, so it seems like without the battery, it did not function properly. Oops. That's fine.
clear. Highs from the lower 50s to mid-60s, lows from the mid-30s to lower 40s for Tuesday. Sunny.
That's sunny. So no, it hasn't started yet, but it's getting close though. It starts, the whatever we do test starts at around 11, so it is getting pretty close. So once it gets to the 11, I'm gonna be switching this to the weather radio mode because they're not gonna do that early. So not gonna do that early, as I was saying. It will not be that early. It will not. It would basically not be that early, if you think about it. So I'm not gonna turn this to no weather radio mode yet until it's actually the time. Until it's actually the time, then I'll do it. It is getting pretty close though, so. Yeah, thanks for the comment of this video. And by the way, it charges from Type-C. And if I go, and these two contacts here, if the walkie-talkie gets in contact with water, then it's gonna flash the light, and the only way to turn it off is to press the flash button right now. No, this is probably talking about my radio that's on the camera right now. So, right now it has not started yet. It's normally at around 11. So. But however, I can let you listen to the radio. And it's static. There we go. Oh, the volume's a little bit too high. I'll press that to go back to it. Now, when I have heard these test alerts, I don't think there's a button to actually snooze it, like Midlands Weather Radio, the dedicated one. So you actually have to wait. I actually have to wait until the tone goes away and then to hear it. Oh, there we go. Okay, I wasn't expecting that.
This broadcast originates from the National Weather Service office located in Monterey, California, and serves the South Bay and Monterey Bay Area, including the cities of San Jose, Monterey, Salinas, and Santa Cruz. Synopsis for the Central California and bays, including the Monterey.
So normally, they do these weather radio tests every Wednesday around 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. So 11 a.m. to noon, basically. So once it gets out to that, I'm gonna see if the Tesla will come through. And my other radio is gonna go off as well. So once this goes off, I'm gonna immediately switch the camera over to the other one as well to see if it will change. So.
Suisun Bay, the West Delta, and the San Francisco Bay north of the Bay Bridge. Rest of today, southwest wind 5 to 10 knots, rising to 10 to 15 knots this afternoon. Waves around 2 feet or less. For tonight, west wind 10 to 15 knots, becoming southwest 5 to 10 knots after midnight. Waves around 2 feet or less. For Thursday, southwest wind 5 to 10 knots, rising to 10 to 15 knots in the afternoon.
Hold on, let me get the backlight on for you.
Waves around 2 feet or less. For Thursday night,
because the backlight has a timeout, which makes sense.
Southwest 5 to 10 knots after midnight.
Actually, it's usually just a channel number. You can just take a listen to it.
The marine forecast for Monterey Bay. Small craft advisory in effect from 3 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time this afternoon through this evening. Rest of today, west wind 5 to 10 knots, rising to 15 to 20 knots. Seas 3 to 5 feet. Wave detail, northwest 4 feet at 11 seconds and southwest 3 feet at 15 seconds. A slight chance of very light drizzle early this morning. For tonight, northwest wind 15 to 20 knots, becoming north 5 to 10 knots after midnight. Seas 4 to 6 feet. Wave detail, northwest 5 feet at 10 seconds and south 2 feet at 14 seconds. For Thursday, northwest wind 5 to 10 knots, becoming west 15 to 20 knots in the afternoon.
So it's getting close now, so getting close to the test.
Wave detail, west 5 feet at 11 seconds. For Thursday night, west wind 15 to 20 knots, becoming northwest 5 to 10 knots after midnight. Seas 4 to 6 feet. Wave detail, northwest 5 feet at 10 seconds. The coastal waters forecast from Pigeon Point to Point Pinos out to 10 nautical miles.
Point Pinos.
Small craft advisory in effect from 3 p.m. Pacific
So
Daylight
I
Time
could
this
just let you
afternoon
listen
through
to
late
it.
tonight.
Now,
Small
the
craft
previous test,
advisory in
it
effect
took a
from
lot longer
Thursday
for it to go
afternoon
off.
through late Thursday
Let's
night.
just hope this
West
test
of
will
today,
go off.
Northwest wind 5
Go
to 10
faster.
knots, rising to 15 to 20 knots. Seas 5 to 8 feet. Wave detail, northwest 6 feet at 10 seconds and southwest 4 feet at 15 seconds. A slight chance of very light drizzle early this morning. For tonight, northwest wind 20 to 25 knots, easing to 10 to 15 knots after midnight. Seas 6 to 9 feet. Wave detail, northwest 8 feet at 10 seconds and south 2 feet at 14 seconds. For Thursday, northwest wind 10 to 15 knots, rising to 15 to 20 knots in the afternoon. Seas 5 to 8 feet. Wave detail, northwest 7 feet at 10 seconds and southwest 4 feet at 14 seconds. For Thursday night, northwest wind 15 to 20 knots, easing to 10 to 15 knots after midnight. Seas 6 to 8 feet. Wave detail, northwest 7 feet at 10 seconds. San Francisco bar forecast.
That's Bay Area.
Water channel,
Bar forecast is
mixed
Bay
seas of
Area.
3 to 4 feet at 12 seconds. Across the bar, mixed seas 4 to 5 feet at 12 seconds. Maximum ebb current of 0.9 knots at 07 p.m. Wednesday and 3.6 knots at 5:55 a.m. Thursday. The area forecast for the peninsula, North Bay and East Bay. For today, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 60s at the coast to the mid-70s inland. Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming west 10 to 20 miles per hour in the afternoon. For tonight, mostly clear. Lows from the mid-40s to lower 50s. West winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. And on Thursday, mostly sunny. Highs in the mid-60s at the coast to the upper 70s inland. Southwest winds around 5 miles per hour, becoming west 10 to 15 miles per hour in the afternoon. For Thursday night, partly cloudy. Lows from the upper 40s to mid-50s. West winds 5 to 15 miles per hour.
And it just timed out.
Mostly sunny.
Of course it does that. Oh,
Highs
it's
in the
11. It's 10:59.
close to the upper 70s
Let's get starting.
West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, increasing to 10 to 20 miles per hour in the afternoon. And on Friday night, mostly clear until midnight, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows from the upper 40s to mid-50s for Saturday. Mostly cloudy in the morning, then becoming partly cloudy. Breezy. Highs from the upper 50s to lower 70s for Saturday night. Mostly clear. Breezy. Lows from the mid-40s to lower 50s Sunday through Tuesday. Clear. Breezy. Highs from the mid-60s to lower 80s, lows from the mid-40s to upper 50s, high temperatures today and lows tonight for these selected cities. San Francisco, 65 and 50. San Francisco Airport, 66 and 50. Redwood City, 73 and 50. Oakland, 69 and 51. Fremont, 73 and 50. Concord, 77 and 49. Livermore, 76 and 48. San Rafael, 73 and 49. Santa Rosa, 76 and 46. Napa, 73 and 48. Fairfield, 76 and 50. These are the 10 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time observations for the San Francisco
Okay,
and
it's
Monterey
11.
Bay areas on
Let's
Wednesday,
prepare for
May
it.
14th. At San
It should be
Francisco
starting.
Airport, it was mostly sunny. Temperature 60, dew point 50, relative humidity 69%, east wind at 7 miles an hour, pressure 30.10 inches and rising. At Oakland Airport, it was mostly sunny. Temperature 58, dew point 50, relative humidity 75%, south wind at 5 miles an hour, pressure
wonder when it's gonna come.
30.11 inches and steady.
Come on.
At San Jose Airport, it was mostly sunny. Temperature 61, dew point 46, relative humidity 57%, south wind at 5 miles an hour, pressure 30.10 inches and steady. At Santa Rosa, it was sunny, temperature 62, calm, pressure 30.10 and rising. At Concord, it was sunny, temperature 65, southwest wind at 3. At Livermore, it was sunny, temperature 60, calm. At Monterey, it was cloudy, temperature 55, northwest wind at 7, pressure 30.13 and steady. At Salinas, it was cloudy, temperature 56, dew point 46, relative humidity 69%, northwest wind at 3. Here are some observations around California and western Nevada. It was sunny, with a temperature of 67 at Sacramento, 43 at South Lake Tahoe, 48 at Blue Canyon, and 43 at Mammoth Lakes. It was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 66 at Los Angeles and 65 at San Diego. It was partly sunny, with a temperature of 49 at Reno and 41 at Key.
Come on.
The area
It's
forecast
supposed to be
for the
starting right
peninsula,
now.
North Bay and East Bay. For the rest of today, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 60s at the coast to the mid-70s inland. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, increasing to 10 to 20 miles per hour in the afternoon. For tonight, mostly clear. Lows from the mid-40s to lower 50s. West winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. And on Thursday, mostly sunny. Highs in the mid-60s at the coast to the upper 70s inland.
Switch it back to
Southwest
me.
winds around 5 miles per hour, becoming west 10 to 15 miles per hour in the afternoon. For the Thursday night, partly cloudy. Lows
Come
from
on.
the upper 40s to
It should have been
mid-50s.
started by now.
West winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. For Friday, partly cloudy in the morning, then becoming
And-
mostly sunny. Highs in the mid-60s at the coast to the upper 70s inland. West winds 5 to 15 miles per hour, and on Friday night, mostly clear.
Oh, there we go! There we go! Now this one should be going off. Oh! Oh my god, I never heard that before!
This is a test of the NOAA radio warning signal. These signals are
Yo!
specially designed receivers when warning or selected launches are issued.
I didn't recognize. I just heard the other one.
Tests of these receivers are normally conducted each Wednesday between the hours of
Let's
11
go!
and 12 noon. If any warnings or watches are in effect, or threatening weather is possible, the test will be postponed until the first good weather day. Again, this has been a test of the NOAA radio warning alarm VAS signal. We now return to the regular broadcast cycle.
No actual way did I get that.